And we're back with no pink nipple. The Zach's Half Black full hour podcast. Brown nipples come with the territory, as you can tell. However, and moreover, nevertheless, furthermore, here we are. We got Collin once again. Armand shall be joining us shortly. He's probably downloading more porn off the internet, still using LimeWire like a good soldier, a good internet user, you know.
Yeah.
Good man, a man of culture.
He's a veteran.
Huzzah! Yeah,
that's veteran shit.
He likes his women like he likes his watermelon. Wet, juicy, and super heavy. Very heavy.
Very heavy.
He knocks on them to make sure they're ripe. She's like, oh. First date, he says, let me buy you a drink. And then she's like, I'll have a, and he goes down. Beep, beep, beep.
Oh, I gotta wait a week.
Sorry. Let me call you next weekend. You ain't ready for this. You ain't ready for all this.
Damn.
Oh man, once Armand gets on here, this motherfucker, he would love to always put salt on his watermelon. Like I don't know. Like weird motherfuckers do. And
yeah.
I've tried it. And I would always be like,
I can see like tahini.
That's what I'm saying. The tahini is the one. Tahini on the watermelon. That was the shit. Once we got introduced to tahini, because I mean, I feel like that's a recent development. I like.
I mean,
people have been like,
at least
that's been around forever. I'm like,
yeah.
Then why I ain't seen that shit?
Why the fuck? Yeah.
I know a lot of Hispanic motherfuckers. My dad drank tequila and rum, son.
Yeah.
I ain't never heard no tahini.
Yeah.
Tahini was a nigga's name. That was a nigga I went to school with back in the day. Shit. His mama was Cuban, but
you actually knew a kid named
Tahini? No, fuck on.
I was like, bro, we went to the same school.
What was that? No,
that was Taji, bro.
Oh god,
he was Japanese.
No, that was TJ, nigga. Oh god. Oh, you still talk to TJ? Do you talk to either of the Briscoe brothers?
I have him on like Snapchat and shit. Just TJ though. I haven't talked to Devontae in hella long. I think like I'm friends with him on Facebook, but I haven't been on Facebook in like almost like 3 months now.
I mean, it's
just for old people.
Yeah, it's for old people and people who, you know.
It's just all turning into a metaverse now.
Exactly.
Too, I guess.
I'm surprised that I haven't been put in Facebook jail again recently. But I mean, that was you and I for a time where we would not see each other on Facebook for months at a time.
Dude, I remember I fucking got like a 30-day ban, and then I went back to the post and I was like, you dumb bitch or something, and then immediately 30-day ban again. I was like, bro, it's been hours.
Back to back. Drake had nothing on you, nigga. God damn. Oh god. Oh man, that was those were the days though. I mean, I was getting 30-day bans like left and right when Chaz. I was part of this Chaz group on Facebook.
Oh, dude, I love that group.
Yeah, dude. Oh,
that shit was awesome.
Oh my god. I have one of those pictures favorited, the one that got me kicked off, and it was like, I found a picture of your mom while she was breastfeeding you. And it's this chick with saggy titties, but the titties are photoshopped as dicks. I
think I posted like it was Donald Trump, but his nose with a dick. I got banned from that shit. I was like, fuck.
You're like, that's too much.
Like, this is your god.
Savior. Yeah, exactly. Fucking, is this your king?
This fucking dickhead. What's up, Armand?
What's up, man?
Nice of you to join us.
All right.
This man
Like
is
right on
always
time.
fashionably late.
Nah, it was,
Called Persian time.
yeah.
It's worse than nigga time.
It really is, for sure.
This man is late to his own funeral.
Dude, but you know what?
You know,
I met this
what?
one guy who I was kicking it with for Danny. He's one of my friend's birthdays. He goes, they were like talking about how late he was, right? Because we're all late all the time because we're all Persian.
Yeah.
We were like, yeah, we're all late all the time. And he was like, one of them goes, nah, but him, Danny was saying this. He goes, nah, but him, like when we would have a party, we would have to tell him that it was 2 hours early. Show
Oh,
up to things 2 hours late. Consistently.
I mean,
Damn.
2 hours?
2 full hours at least.
2 hours is kind of like, that's a lot, my guy. Like
you could like miss the whole thing.
Right.
Like,
You can miss the whole thing.
no, straight up. I've been to parties that were less than 2 hours, and those 2 hours had a lot of fun.
oh yeah.
Some
Those are the best
pre-games.
ones.
Oh, some pre-games are the way. Oh,
Yeah.
God. Oh boy. Flashback.
Yeah, I thought it was
flashback.
hilarious. I was like, wait, like you guys would tell him 2 hours early and they'd be like, yeah, he would still be late.
Damn.
Bro, just get that nigga a time machine at that point, bro.
For real. He needs that thing from Harry Potter.
He
the
missed
little,
his
like-
own birth. That nigga's late. Damn. His parents were like, it's been 12
He's like-
months. We don't know what happened.
Yeah, this
3
was like,
months late.
I'm not coming out.
It looks like he cracked a beer in there.
The doctor doesn't spank him. He just tisk, like, come on, bro. I've been waiting.
Where the fuck you been, man?
Where you at? He's like, all right. I was gonna cry, but I'm already out here. Got my tears done. I was trying to, I was having fun in there. It was warm, loud. It sounded like a party.
Didn't have to chew my food.
Had no jaw control. I was just yapping in there. Eyes rolling all around. No issues, dude. Bro, fetuses must be having the time of their non-life. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
chilling, bro. Just fucking all the dance moves that people do now, that's from the fetus. That's where they learned all that shit. That's why that's why people be like, white people have no rhythm. It's because they got Mozart put on their mom's bellies when they were in the womb.
Yeah.
See, we heard Tupac. We had California Love when we was
Yeah. How the fuck are you gonna get jiggy to Mozart or Bach?
Get that shit up out of here, my nigga. Oh, yeah. We need some James Brown, that baby in there. And he's like, get up, get on up, get up, get on up. I'ma slide out. You get on up. And then, you start walking at the age of like 9 months because you're get that rhythm, that womb rhythm. Try to say that 5 times fast. Womb rhythm.
Dude, I was fucking listening to a podcast. I think it was Chris D'Elia's podcast, and he was talking about
we don't up other niggas' podcasts over here.
I mean, unnamed podcast, but he was talking about that James Brown interview, like after he like, beat his wife and shit.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, that fool was insane, bro.
And I smell good. I look good. I may look good. Oh.
Oh.
Yo, that
That's
interviewer took that shit on the chin, bro. She
For
said,
real.
Armand, do you know what we're talking about?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I gotta be honest.
Oh my god.
In like I think it was in like the 80s or like early 90s. He
like shot at his wife.
Yeah, like straight shot at her, like as they were like arguing, and she like called the cops on him and stuff, and
he went to jail, got out, and was like, I'm gonna keep on going on tour. Don't you worry about that now. Everyone's like, you're on drugs. You're on fucking drugs, dude.
He did it again?
No, he didn't do it
Nah.
again. No, but like immediately after getting out of jail, he went and did an interview. And it's like
No.
he was like covered in sweat.
Yeah. He was just like deflecting so hard the whole
just
interview.
wouldn't
Just
even
like,
he was singing his song lyrics the whole time. He's like,
yeah.
happy and good. He's like,
Get up off
so
of
what
that
about
thing."
your wife? And he's like, oh, let's not talk about that now. I'm going on tour. And it's like,
Wait, who is
I want
this?
to talk about my
James
music.
Brown, my
He did not.
Yeah. Yo,
Yeah.
watch that shit. We're not
Yeah.
gonna do it here because it's been overplayed and overdone.
Wait, he
However.
did not.
He did.
Why would we both make a concerted lie to you? Like, I'll
Yeah, we
link
just-
you the video. Like, we didn't make the video. This isn't I think you should leave with Tim Robinson. Now that show I will up. I fuck with that show tough.
Yeah, that show is gas, bro.
That's so
They say he was really good on like civil rights, social justice, education advocacy,
until it came to his
humanitarianism.
wife, nigga. What
Political
the fuck? She was a
views.
bitch. He liked his women like he liked his bed sheets, crisp and white. He had some black coffee bitch and he was tired of her. He was tired of her bullshit. He said, get up, get on out, get up, get on out. You know how that nigga do it. But then she got out and got in her car and was driving away, and he was like, bitch, you gonna die. Ooh, I feel good. Bow down. You know.
Wild.
He shot
I
at
wonder,
her with,
like, I wonder
with
what
a
kind of
gun, dude. He shot at her with a fucking gun. And
It
they
must have
let
been like
him
a
out.
nice ass
No,
gun.
they
Too.
let
Like
him
some,
his
out,
official
dude.
charge was he was accused in a civil suit of holding Mary Simpson's, this woman, not his wife, captive for 3 days, demanding oral
This
sex.
is a whole different thing, yo.
oh
No,
yeah, that's
no.
Yo, you're talking about a
Dema-
whole different
Nope, it's
incident.
the same one, demanding oral sex and firing a gun in his office.
No, I
Not
think
at
that's
her, just in his office with her.
No,
trapped in there.
no, because on the interview,
yeah,
she's
that's
like,
gotta be a
that's
different
a
one.
different thing.
She was like,
James Brown was just popping guns at bitches.
They, like,
for
play
not
clips
sucking
of her,
her
Oh,
like-
here's
dick.
another one.
Yo, I
here's
told
another
you. Yo,
Brown
what?
was reportedly arrested for domestic violence on 4 occasions between 1987 and 1995. Brown was arrested on assault charges against his
That's
third
funny.
wife, Adrian Rodriguez. In one
Heard.
incident, Rodriguez reported to authorities that Brown beat her with an iron pipe.
oh yeah,
What the
yeah.
fuck
I
are
think
you
that was
doing, vacuum?
More about the pipe. More about the wife. yo, come back. What the fuck, man?
It was gonna keep going
I
in the
know.
background. Anyways, Brown was arrested on assault charges against his third wife, Adrian Rodriguez. In one incident, Rodriguez reported to authorities that Brown beat her with an iron pipe and shot at her car.
Yeah, that's the
Rodriguez
one.
was hospitalized after the last assault, but charges were dropped when she died in January 1996.
Damn.
Whoa! Oh, we just found something out about James Brown that I didn't want to
Bro
know.
just got off. Like
That's why he felt good.
Yeah, he was like, "You ever heard that song?"
Ba-da-da-da-da-da. And that bitch ain't living.
the charges are dropped.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da. And I ain't gonna stop. You
Oh my
bitch.
God.
Pow, pow. You
Don't
bitch,
worry.
pow. You suck my
In
dick.
January
Pow, pow,
2004,
pow, pow.
just like a little bit before he died.
He was still popping guns and getting his dick sucked. Oh, I love this. nigga.
Damn, he was fucking 70, dude. Chill out.
There was
Bro,
oh that's
Dude, what is that?
It's a robot
His
vacuum
Roomba.
that doesn't know how to fucking vacuum.
Oh, damn.
just throw it away, my
Dude,
boy. Give it a-
I love
sell
the
it, dude.
idea of like a smart vacuum that like can vacuum and make it so you don't have
yeah,
to
but
do
it's
shit.
very
This one's
ineffective.
the dumbest smart vacuum. I mean, it's stuck right now between my weights and my nightstand, just going back and forth. It's like, this must be the whole room, right?
Oh, that's it. Wall. Oh, one more
It's a
wall.
small
Oh,
room.
that's it.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
is the room.
Damn.
Damn.
This is man. Why this man put me in this room?
This is the easiest job ever.
So don't worry. In 2004, he was getting old, man. He was 71. He was arrested on a domestic violence charge after Tommy Ray Heine accused him of pushing her to the floor during an argument at their home, where she suffered scratches and bruises to her right arm. But don't worry, he served no jail time.
This boy was 70 years
At
old,
70.
still beating up women.
And had
What
to
the
pay.
fuck is wrong?
He had to
with
pay a
him?
very, very hefty fine. Don't worry. He had to pay $1,000, $1,087.
Well, wait. In 2004, $1,000 was like a good amount, actually. So,
For
Isn't that-
someone who was
isn't that fucked up?
a famous musician,
Yeah.
Well,
as
okay.
famous as
for
James Brown, too.
yeah,
Like,
$1,000. He's
they were
like,
like, famous artist,
"Da, da, da, da,
1,000
da."
is good. Hey, can you
Yo,
sing
his
more of that? I feel
his
good
law
shit?
team was the shit, dude. Let
Yeah,
me
he
get
was sitting
his
there like,
lawyer. What
All
the
day he was
fuck?
like, man, play it back again. And he's
Yeah.
just singing there, I feel good. No,
He's
no,
like,
no, no, no,
Play it
no.
for the jury. The jury's like, this is going to civil court. Yeah. Fuck that bitch.
Okay. Don't worry, in January 2005, he was not done.
Oh, my
Another
God,
lawsuit
that
was
nigga
filed
was
against
beating
him.
bitches in death.
Damn.
But this was for a 1988 rape that he took part in.
Took
So
part
this was-
in.
So this was
Damn.
He didn't commit it. He was just like, shit, if there's some pussy, I'll take it. The
He stuck
fuck?
a ball in. He just dipped the ball in there.
This is 40 years
or
after he's been
alleged.
famous.
Actually,
Like,
it's
what the
alleged
fuck is you
because like
doing?
all of the proof came back, and it was like he didn't do anything.
But he was there and watched a woman get raped.
No, they say that he was the one who raped her, but
But it's all non-definitive. evidence, okay.
it's like this is what they say. They say
well,
Brown
that's
pulled
so
over to the
okay.
side
Let's.
of the
Why don't
road
we switch up? Let's
sexually
get away from
assaulted
the
her
rape.
while he
Ugh.
threatened her with a shotgun.
Rape aisle.
In her case against Brown, Hollander entered as evidence a DNA sample and a polygraph result, but the evidence was not considered due to no, he for sure did it due to the limitations defense. Statute of limitations. He for sure did it.
No.
Damn.
Bro, why are you fucking up music for me right now, bro? All right.
Oh,
deleting songs out of my library currently.
Yeah.
I still got that R. Kelly joint though. Yeah, but that one slap. I mean, it's the remix to Ignition. You know what I'm saying?
He passed
Oh.
away on Christmas Day.
Oh, that was God getting
2006.
retribution. He said,
At
I let you get your
1:45
music
a.m.
in, but you beat all them bitches. That's fucked
Yeah.
up. I told
Merry
you.
From-
Christmas, women.
From
The womanizer is
congestive
gone.
heart
Here's your gift.
failure resulting from complications of pneumonia. Bobbitt, which I guess was his new wife.
That's wild.
Sixth or fifth.
Who's Bobbitt? This person
Yo,
just popped
I
up out
wonder
of
why.
nowhere.
I like that name.
Bobbit.
I bet you she did.
So the way he passed
Couple of
was-
times.
this is got to be the most badass way to die, though. He's lying there, and they said he stuttered, "I'm going away tonight," took 3 breaths, and died.
Damn.
Just like he performed
Like
his
a
music.
fucking G.
I'm going away tonight.
he said, get up, get on out.
Yo!
Imagine if he just hit him with that.
Oh shit. He just goes "Dan-dan-dan-dan-dan-dan."
yo, if someone's about to shoot me in the face, I'll be like, make sure that they know my last words were da-na-na-na-na-na-na. And I'll be like, I knew that I would have. I'll be like,
Damn.
that was good.
Oh.
That was real good. Oh. Thank you for helping me. And be like, well, these are now your last words. I'm
Yo,
like,
I gotta
tell 'em
pause for a
shit.
second. Something just happened. My family just told me something.
We are talking about the Batman films. I don't know how many of you new people have seen the Batman films. However, as a French cinematographer, I believe that the cinematography of the Christopher Nolan films is almost unpredictable and unforgettable. Forgettable. That you know, everybody loves Christian Bale's American Psycho Bruce Wayne, where he's like, when he's got the bitches in the restaurant, and they're in the fucking like, excuse me, fountain, and he's like, and gives him the card, and you're like, why didn't he like sweat and look at it with his glasses? Well, you know, the off-white color, the golden lamination, the fucking gold border, it's perfect. But you know, that's a lot of people, because American Psycho is a great film, and I was lucky enough to have been like, I watched that film before I watched the Batman films, before I rewatched the Batman films, because I saw them shits in theaters.
Yeah.
But I would say that getting accustomed to Christian Bale's catalog helps you understand why he's a good actor in that series of films, because three of them shits, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's an arc, there's an not whelming, but there's an arc over the three movies.
Yeah.
And comparative to this new Batman here, the fucking, you know, rata de fucking whatever the fuck. Yeah. I don't know. The thing is, you see Robert Pattinson's catalog, right? And if you're familiar with it, if you've seen other movies he's been in besides Twilight, those are the people that I've talked to that are like, oh yeah, I like that movie. Good Batman film. I feel like he killed it. People who are only familiar with his Twilight shit, and they haven't even seen them movies. They just know everyone hates that shit, and they hate it by proxy. They ain't even seen that shit. Them niggas be like, oh, that nigga suck. He ain't even real Batman. I couldn't see him as a Bruce Wayne or something like that. That nigga ain't cool, bro. I don't even like that nigga. And you're like,
real. Wow. Have you seen The Lighthouse? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, exactly. Have you seen Good Times? You fucking loser. You're like, you like Uncut Gems? Yeah? Yeah? Well, that's not the first Safdie Brothers production, fool. They started with Robert. And yo, that movie is fucking flame and a half, dog. Like Lighthouse is untouchable. Yeah. Robert Eggers is his shit. I can't wait for that Norseman movie. Popping a full chub for that movie right now. I'm so excited for that film. However, my good Lord, man. Anything with that nigga that like came out after Twilight, he had this one film where it's like, I don't know, like a slice of life type film, where it's like him as a 20-something fighting with his dad over some shit, and then he's in his dad's office, and like the twist is like, oh, it's 9/11, and he's looking at the fucking like plane as it's about to hit the towers at the end of the film. Kind of like a whack twist, sure, but it's like a good film overall when you remove that part of it. Like it's like there's another way you could be like, he's about to die. Never forget though. So, you know, put it in the movie and shit. But goddamn nigga. But I mean, he's not a bad actor. Whoever wrote that script was a bad actor. Yeah. The fucking Benedict Arnold of the U.S. God. The Syrian mother that they don't talk about.
Yeah.
But no, man. I mean, it's easy. Sorry, and it's easy to call an actor bad.
One
right?
sec,
It's
my
easy
dad's calling. I'm real sorry.
All good.
Tell him I say hi. Oh, you didn't hear me. Regardless, we don't need this, nigga. So as I was saying, no. Let's not just roasting Armand. Hold on. Hey, Armand, get back on the screen real quick. You looking like Mario Lopez's half brown Sri Lankan cousin ass motherfucker. You look like you look like a Bollywood actor ass nigga.
Oh shit!
You look like you would be Jet Li's fucking recast character in the Ocean's 12 remake ass nigga. You fucking miniature brown motherfucker. You goddamn built like an Easter bunny, nigga. Chocolate little shit you put in a box ass nigga. You like
going in on
yeah. You remind me of Danny DeVito if his dad was from fucking Palestine ass nigga.
Damn.
Gigi Hadid's dad ass nigga.
Oh no.
I know I can get away with this because he told me he doesn't watch the episodes back. So I'm gonna keep going. This nigga
He ain't gonna watch this. Fuck it, let's go.
He ain't gonna know. This nigga was in the back of the army at 300. He was the extra that did craft services on the side ass nigga. Oh
damn. God,
this boy chest built so big his stomach got to have an ACL.
Motherfucker got extra ligaments.
Shit, bro. If we lived through the slave times, he would have been a fucking distraction nigga in the bushes for the dogs. All right, that was bad. I'm gonna stop that right there. I'm gonna cut that one off right there. That was getting a little dark. No pun intended. But,
damn.
Oh man.
You probably say right now. What I miss, guys?
Yeah. He's gonna be like, "Hey Zach, my dad said he's watching." I'll be like, "I'm not doing this live."
He said he's watching on
somehow
Twitch,
somehow he's watching this live.
That's hella funny because somebody on my Twitch just said, "Hey, what's up?" And I have no idea who the fuck it is. So
all right.
Could be.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah,
put it on pause.
All right.
We were talking about this
9/11.
previously.
Yet again.
And
yet again, 9/11.
And
A reoccurring.
we were talking about how how I said like we all got sent home from school, and Zach was like, "You got sent home from school. We all got to stay."
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I stayed. I was in first grade. I remember my teacher coming in crying and saying that hey, some crazy shit happened, and I didn't realize what was going on. And then my parents showed it to me when I got home, and I was like, "Oh shit! This looks like it's out of the movie." Shit was crazy.
I've never been taken home from school, but then my parents didn't tell me anything about it, and I didn't know anything about it. But then later on, when I was a little bit older, I learned that because my uncle lived in New York at the time, and he actually was at work 3 blocks away from the Twin Towers when they.
Damn.
And he called my grandparents when it was like 5 a.m. West Coast time, Pacific Coast time, to like tell them that he was alive. And they were like asleep, and he woke them up to say that, and they like had no idea what he was talking about yet because it had just happened.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like I just like think about it, like happening now and like being able to like understand like what's going on and stuff. Like that's insane. Zach's taking a moke. Moking for 9/11.
For the audience, the lead up to this was I was talking about how my father, my dad, he was telling me that I should get some forms of ID in case I need to leave the country. And I mean, we all know that 9/11 happened, right? That was on the soil. And what happened after that? Did any of our parents leave? But people went to Canada, right? Like,
Yeah.
People went to Canada. Some rich people went to Mexico and still live on their yacht. They're doing fine. But for the layman, dude, it's like my dad, I don't know. Every parent would like to have faith in their child and be like, oh, they'll always like escape the danger. They'll never like see the shit. When in all reality, that's worse. That's worse if your child never see the shit. I would say, and this could be considered cliche, but adversity builds character. You know what I'm saying?
God.
Like
It does.
but like it kind of does.
I think
it
there's
does.
more nuance that's required in saying
True,
that. Though.
true,
You know, it's
like,
really, it's
there's some
it can kind of
adversity.
become like really reactionary. You know,
Yeah.
like
There's some adversity, you know,
yeah,
that
like, this isn't necessary. You know, it's like we don't need to be like beating our kids with wooden paddles. Like
and
they
you
use
know,
Yeah.
the first time you get
Percy
put,
builds character. Yeah,
the
like,
first time you
No.
get put, it shouldn't be when
Fuck
your
that. That's
uncle comes
abuse.
over. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, like that type of shit is weird.
When your
That's
uncle's
not
like, I got some pussy for you, cuz. And you're like,
No.
I'm
I
9.
remember I was 11.
Why is the stripper sucking my dick? Oh
My dick don't
Different
even work
uncle
yet,
story.
bro.
My uncle, when I was 11, tried to give me tequila because he said it was the best thing if I ever felt sick. He was trying to get me to take a shot with him.
Yo, you gotta put the guns away. We can't have that on.
Yeah,
God,
damn, we're gonna
sorry,
get
man.
flagged.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
getting
taken off
full
YouTube.
on us, bro. What you doing? Yeah, he was talking about tequila.
No, for real though. He was like,
fucking-
my dad was just shaking his head because this guy was trying to give me a fucking handle of tequila as an
Your uncle?
11-year-old to
Yeah.
take home.
Swig this shit, bro.
my mother.
Take a pull, brother.
My dad, I remember distinctly him being like, no, Armand, that's not what we take for medicine. And it's not the best medicine. He's just drunk. And then him yelling and being like, you want to hear me play guitar?
So anyways, here's
Play
Wonderwall.
guitar and drink tequila now. It's the best medicine. He was not wrong. We all do it, right? Hey, boys, break out your guitars.
No. Really though, there was a guy that I dated who actually, so he was from Russia.
You date guys?
There's a guy from Russia, and
From Russia,
told
okay.
me that when he went back to visit family, so he moved to the U.S. from Russia when he was like 1, but he went back to visit family when he was like 15 or whatever, and he told me that when he went back, that his dad, his uncle, paid a Russian prostitute to have sex with him for him to lose his virginity to her. And then like they just had him go in like another room while they were just chilling in the
Oh,
living room.
and they listened.
And
You know
no, I don't know if they listened.
Oh, man.
The
But
door,
he
like,
was like not
1 stroke,
good.
2 stroke, 3 stroke,
Like-
4. I don't think he has much
Yeah.
more.
I don't think that builds good
No.
character.
Nah,
for sure, no.
yeah, that's straight up trauma.
That's trauma.
That, but like
That builds
I don't
a
think
hatred
it
towards
yeah.
men and women both. That builds misanthropy.
That's how you build an incel.
I mean, I would say
Yeah.
most young men, and I'm being very specific when I say young men who have been, and let's be honest, sexually abused at a young age, like, and this is sadly enough a little more prevalent in the African American community in America. It builds like a lot of feelings of like anger and resentment because you don't know how to like feel when the people that you're born to trust, right? The people that are taking care of you, doing everything, you're born and bred to believe that you're not snakes, we're mammals, right? You gotta suck your mama's titty. You're in there for 9 months. Your parents are supposed to take care of you to the point where you're ready and willing to go out into the world by your own. Birds have to wait a little bit. Snakes get out the egg and they move on. Turtles are the same way. We are not like that. Like the gestation period is super long for human beings. The growth period for human beings is super long. So in order for like your parents to be even a modicum of worth their fucking weight in salt, they gotta like be there at least. And people want to be like, oh, I'm 18, I'm a grown adult. Fuck that, nigga. Your parents should be in your life until at least you're like 25. Like and I would hope that people now,
every other culture is like you're 25, you should still be living at home.
Yeah.
Honestly,
real.
I do believe that. Like, I believe that some people just are not equipped to like leave their
No, dude. In Persian culture, I kid you not, it's like
in most cultures, that's the way.
It's also kind of like impossible in like the current, in
our capitalist system, like it's like
fucking housing market that we're in.
I live with
Oh man,
you know what I'm saying?
don't get me started about that shit.
I lived and I had 6 roommates. Like,
and
Yeah.
That's it, right?
yeah, and it was fucking horrible. We had a slumlord for a fucking landlord. She fucking sucked. Oh my gosh, I could go into that, and Zach knows, but like I won't because
I feel it, dude. I still gotta use quarters to do my fucking laundry here.
No,
man.
hold on! No!
I have to buy my quarters from my landlord. So he
Same.
back my quarters.
Yeah, they don't even have a fucking change machine in there. Like, it's
man, that
bullshit.
must be so hard. That must be really rough, man.
There's a fucking change, like a coin shortage.
No,
right? So it's
no.
like harder to go to like a bank.
I didn't have a change
This has
machine.
now been titled.
I didn't have a change machine. I had to use quarters. And then she left a note on my door one day that said, "We've taken the laundry machines out of the complex. They will be replaced eventually."
What the fuck?
Eventually.
Oh, that is some bullshit. They better oh man.
What do they expect you to do in the meantime? That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
They said just go to a laundromat.
Well, yeah, it's just
Obviously, yeah. Obviously, no shit. Yeah.
Yeah, but like you're paying
knew
for
what I
the
had to
amenities of
do.
having the fucking.
Oh no. They clarified for us. It's a
is the
luxury.
rent gonna be prorated for that? Like,
So don't worry. This is the landlady here, also real nice lady. She left I didn't have a ceiling for about 2.5 months. So that was apparently also an amenity.
What the fuck?
that sounds like something like you could like sue through like a
Oh yeah, we didn't pay rent. We got she wanted full rent for that entire time, and I asked one of my friends who's in law school to write a letter, and he was like, okay, wrote the letter, and she did not make us pay rent at all. That was very nice of her. Actually, it was not nice of her. It was exactly what she should have done, because we had a fucking hole in our roof.
Damn, that is crazy.
And we had a hole in our floor, and cockroaches were just coming in like it was open season.
Damn. Where was that?
Yeah.
That was on Berkeley?
This is in San Diego, man. This is in
San Diego. Jesus Christ.
Dude, I should show you. You know what they said they were going to do during the meantime? They were like, don't worry, guys. As we don't have any laundry machines for you, we will refurbish and revamp the laundry room. They mopped and swept.
What?
Cockroach.
There's also a huge hole in the wall. So I don't know if that was there before.
Oh
But
my
there is a
god.
huge hole in the wall.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she's
Ah.
fantastic. She's wonderful. I told her that we had rust in our sink, and she was like, "No way!" And we were like, "This way." And she was like, "It couldn't have been
Damn,
like
bro,
that
that's
from when we
crazy.
moved." And we were like,
Bro,
"We told
crazy
you
story, tell
a
it.
month into moving. What do you mean it couldn't have been like that from when we moved? Like, it's completely rusted out." And she was like, "Yeah, you guys will have to pay for that."
No.
So we said it was fine. So we just have a rusted sink in our garbage
Jesus
disposal.
Christ. That sucks.
Yeah, c'est la vie. Yeah.
We asked them to spray for roaches. They came in and looked around and were like, "No, we're not going to spray because there's dishes in the sink."
What?
Oh,
Dude.
yeah, we got him. Yeah,
No, for
we got him on
real.
tape.
She literally left a
Done.
note, dude, being
Over.
like, they left a note being like, "You guys didn't clean well enough, so that's the reason for the roaches."
Oh my
We were like,
god.
not the hole in the wall.
Oh,
That wasn't the reason for them.
Yo, wait.
that is crazy.
My brother and I haven't gone through it myself, but Nassim went through something similar. So, like, at a certain point of the year, because we're in Roseville, right? Like, the bugs out here are not like the bugs.
Oh yeah.
Like,
You got them country bugs out there, man.
You got them country boy bugs. You know?
Ants get bigger.
Oh,
Further
yeah.
east, the ants get bigger.
For real.
All my windows stay closed. Little gnats, little fucking things get in here, and I'm like, I'm a kill something. I'm shoot something, and that's why you have guns up here.
Yeah.
We kill these motherfuckers. But the point being is,
You shoot ants.
yeah,
I'll shoot
Aggressive.
anything out there, man.
with the 22, you take your little 22 LR and pow. But what I was saying, nigga, was damn, what was that?
All the bugs out here, the hella big.
Something about that, yeah. Right. So there's like a certain part of the year, the flies that like are now flying around, they lay their eggs and the larvae will like hatch, right? Like I want to say like, mid-January is when you see like a lot of larvae just. You see a lot of larvae just like bouncing around, right? And they'll stick in front of the doors. And the seam has gotten hit with a feed because like the landlady was like, oh, like the corner of our apartment on the outside is where the flies go and lay their eggs and the larvae come out of there. So that's our fault. And it's like, well, there's none coming through that corner into our house.
Yeah.
And they're all outside. I don't understand. Now you want my money?
What? Yeah.
That's my money.
You're not doing your part to
you bitch.
exterminate the.
That's the thing where it's like, hey, this is your apartment complex. I don't own it, so it's not my problem to pay for, right? Like I pay you rent money, so you take care of the problem. That's why my credit score don't go up.
Like a bigger problem under the surface. There's a bunch of fucking
My nigga, and there's always some bugs. There's always some
Why are they laying eggs? What is drawing them
water
to that
water.
location? Yeah, exactly. So there's
Still
a
water.
collection of. So is there mold, mildew? Is there some sort of buildup?
There's some shit, right? That they'll
Probably.
never fix.
Some ain't right.
Some ain't right, man. Some ain't white.
Some
ain't white. Let me tell you about my neighbors. If they're young or they're people of color, I'll say it like that. And the ones that are people of color got kids, so I'm gonna say it like that. Besides me and my brother, but that's a whole nother. I'm saying it like that. But I mean, we worse than kids. We is kids. All right, bro. My God. I feel so bad for every landlord who has ever seen me in public. They're like,
I'm renting to you.
yo, look, I'm literally. If she don't suck like a crab leg, I'm calling my old baby.
Hell yeah.
Fucking fool in these streets, nigga.
We're just friends now.
Oh, okay. That was came out of nowhere. All right.
She's not a part of the equation.
I'm not part of that, but you're fucking up. You're fucking up the
Yes, yes, I see it. I see it.
party foul.
So Zach, how's that feel
That was what film.
on camera?
You can eat your old ass, nigga. Oh wait, no, let's go back. When you were off camera, we was roasting you.
Oh,
Hold up.
oh man. you're gonna want to watch this one back,
You
bro.
see that? He said
What?
I didn't hear a word.
I
I had
know.
you all muted.
I know because
Good.
I got you, dude. I got you good 4 times in a row. And if you had heard, you would have turned your camera back on and been like, I'm out of here, Zach. I'm done with you. We're not friends. What I say? I said
The fucking the ACL one, bro.
oh my God. Yo, you got a chest so big, your stomach needs an ACL to hold it up.
I do got a big chest, bro. I had to tell you, bro. I had to tell you.
Go swimming.
It was a huge accomplishment at the gym. I benched 200 6 times. It was fucking sick.
Dude, why
Hell
are you
yeah.
so strong for no reason? This nigga fighting demons.
I am fighting
He's
demons.
fighting demons that are shaped like me. He's trying to beat. He's got demon shack size. This nigga trying to kill him.
He's got little gnats that look like Zach running around his house.
The bugs in his house are the roaches are the same size as him.
Oh,
Fight 'em.
don't even with roaches that big. We found one that big at work, bro.
Sketch.
So that's why all your coworkers are always like, Armand, Mr. Armand, help. Mr. Armand, we got a code 3 over here. We got a code roach on floor 3.
I can't tell if this motherfucker is like trolling or if he's like some like sneaky boomer that is on my friends list.
Oh, okay. I was like,
You know this shit that I shared the other day about the fucking weird ass liberals that were sexualizing stuff on a Reddit stream? Okay, so I found this fucking Reddit stream of a bunch of neoliberals that were like basically like writing almost like a sexual novella of like their fantasies of Zelensky.
Okay.
Like the Cuomo sexual neoliberal
I can get down with that.
sort of.
Yeah. I can get down with the Cuomo section. That sounds fun.
Well, you know, like the
I like Italians. I eat pizza.
You know, like how like a lot of neoliberals were still standing for Cuomo after, you know, like he was fucking fumbling.
Oh yeah, because they only dislike rapists on the other team.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's like only if they have an R next to their name, and you know,
if they have a red tie, it's a bad guy.
They're bad. But if there's blue and a D acronym, it's okay. You know.
Yeah, he like, raped for the right reasons. By the way, this is all jokes. Don't no one see this and tell anybody I'm serious.
Please, Hillary, don't hate me. No sign folds for Z-Walk, please.
You know, one of my friends was actually we were talking about this, like how so many refugees are coming out of Ukraine. It's, you know, really, really sad, of course. But you know, when there was the Arab Spring and all of these things going on, there was a bunch of refugees also. And all these countries were saying, no, we don't have space. We're so sorry. We don't have space. We don't have space. We don't have space.
Hatred
There's
toward-
more.
There's a blatant hypocrisy.
There's
The
racism is what it is. It's just upfront racism.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, oh, if you're a white European, of course we have space for you.
right? Where it's like
Brown, you're a terrorist.
it's to
Yeah.
the point where like if Ukraine says, hey, if you're a man, you can't leave, right? And they also are forcing trans people to stay behind because of they've been assigned and birth is male. On the other end, and if a Syrian 20-year-old tries to get into fucking Germany, oh no, you're a rapist, you're a terrorist in disguise,
Mhm.
you're a fucking
Mhm.
sleeper cell agent. Like, it's like, yo, nigga, maybe he just wants to go to college and the war kind of put him in a perfect place to go to fucking Germany. Shit, nigga. He didn't want to join the army. Would you? The fuck? If you're not in America, would you, dude? Like,
I mean,
the fuck? If you don't speak English, do you want to join the military? No, because the Americans don't have your ass, bruh.
oh
If
shit.
you ain't Canadian, Australian, British, Irish, Scottish,
If you're not from Europe, man,
no,
you're not
the
Europe or you're
Australians
not
and
white.
New Zealanders got their ass covered.
kind of
Mhm.
half.
I mean,
The
as
Maori
long as they're
motherfuckers.
not a fucking black fella.
Trump did ask if he could buy.
As long as they're
Didn't-
not black fellas.
Didn't Trump get rid of all of their funding for a little bit, and they were like, "Wait a second, man! Like we're allies," and he was like,
He's like, I never.
"Oh,
fucked
sorry."
an Australian model.
He was like, "I didn't
I
realize."
never fuck one Australian model. I don't taste that down under
He says,
pussy.
Unfriend.
Never seen it. Hey, you think
Delete.
it's upside down and said the chocolates, right?
That's how he was in the White House. He was
That's
like,
not a pussy.
if I push unfriend, can you send a bomb, please?
What?
Trump in the White House, he had a big Facebook board. If he unfriended someone, it'd bomb their country.
You know, but then what did Obama do? He would get praise from someone.
Obama had a poke
country and
button.
bomb there.
He'd be like, "Poke, I just wanted to say hi."
Yo, it's like, come on, bro. Like, how many bombs?
No, Biden though, dude.
His name is
Biden,
go bomb your ass. That's his name.
Biden. Shout out to Biden, because as soon as like he became president, he was like, "Hey,
Trim my beard.
America's back, baby. Let's go bomb some places." And he bombed. Where did he bomb in his first week in office?
Yemen?
I fucking forgot. I just remember looking at it and being
Yemen?
like,
I think it was Yemen, my boy.
we should look it up.
Probably not. We're already on the list. I was gonna try to, purchase a gun at some point in my life, but I guess not. Not anymore.
I feel like I'm kind
Somalia.
of this now.
No,
Oh, dude.
The other day. So you know how I started.
Let me say this on camera. I'm posting this on YouTube. You know that,
Okay.
right?
Well, just so everybody knows, with everything that's going around right
To
now,
the 20 people who
the,
watch
the,
this.
the whole discussion about biological weapons and how the United States government is worried about a bioweapons lab
Dude.
that's on the border of
Of Ukraine and
Ukraine
Russia,
and
yeah.
Russia that Russia could potentially gain access to, with
In a similar
with-
way that they did.
well,
Chernobyl.
since because they're invading the region right now,
Yeah.
and so the United States is worried that they'll gain access to it. But then that poses the question of why are they worried that they'll gain access to it, and what is there? And is the United States government supplying biological weapons to Ukraine, or in some capacity? You know what I mean?
Right.
And on top of that, I know firsthand, because I was sent to a boot camp in the Utah desert when I was a teenager, called Outback.
Everyone, this is Veronica.
Wait.
Yeah.
Was it? Wait, did they
Um,
call it a residential treatment center?
That's the aftermath that you go to after a wilderness program.
I'm very familiar. I'm very familiar.
Wilderness program which were sent to various different residential treatments.
Where'd you go? Did you go in Utah or where were you?
I was in Utah. Yeah.
You go to Logan River?
No, I was at Outback.
After Outback.
Therapeutic expeditions.
Was it good?
No.
Of course it wasn't good. I was joking.
So there was no physical facility. We were living outdoors.
Oh, I know. I understand. Wait, did they kidnap you in the middle of the night?
Yeah, they kidnap you in the middle of the night. And take
fucking terrifying. So much trauma. What was the benefit? Nothing. Anyways, continue. Sorry.
So the only thing that we were near in the desert was this military base that's called Dugway Proving Ground. And it's a US Navy base where biological chemical weapons are manufactured and tested for the United States government, for the military. And they've come under scrutiny multiple times, spanning from like the Cold War era to just as recently as 2015, for their fucking ineptitude and like their inability to actually contain their testing, and that it's gotten out into the surrounding area and then it's wreaked havoc. They caused a mass livestock die-off in the Cold War era. They killed like 6,000 sheep. It caused a bunch of farmers in the region to band together, and they sued the military, actually. They sued the government because they caused this mass livestock die-off from a fucking, I forget what it was that they were testing that caused. There's a Smithsonian Mag article about it if you look it up. The Smithsonian Magazine wrote an article about it.
Wait,
anyway.
That's a 9/11.
And so that happened in like the 60s. And so then in 2015, they came under fire again because they inadvertently mislabeled packages of over 200, they sent it to over 200 laboratories, but it was around 80 shipments that they mislabeled of anthrax, of live anthrax spores that Dugway Proving Ground inadvertently sent out mislabeled to over 200 laboratories across the United States, and it was sent through the US Postal Service mislabeled and improperly contained for what it actually was. And then and there's tons of reporting about that. If you Google it, it's like the first page, shit ton of main news publications have written about it. It's all on public record,
That's
very
crazy.
easily verifiable. And so with all this said, right, the only reason I'm even bringing any of this up is because now, currently, with this, potential, looming threat of this bioweapons lab in Ukraine potentially coming under Russian control and the United States being worried about it, Victoria Nuland, she was testifying before Congress recently, and she was asked pointed questions and about the concern of bioweapons in Ukraine. And she basically admitted on the record recently, this is the reason that it's like, in current discussion suddenly, is because of this recent testimony that she gave that caused this huge uproar, because it basically, is her stating on the record that there are biological weapons at this lab,
of course,
in Ukraine, and that the United States is worried that Russia will gain access to it. But why are we worried about it?
I mean, because it's a biological weapon.
Hey, Dad, I'm going down.
But then she, of course, that follow-up questioning, isn't that, you know what I mean? But then it obviously poses that question, that immediate question, right? And so now the United States government is, falling over themselves, trying to
say like, oh, we didn't create a biological weapon, basically.
Do like public relations for this, right? And so the press secretary, Jen Psaki, recently, she's been like tweeting out about it. She did a recent, press coverage or
briefing
panel. Sorry,
press briefing
and
press panel.
She's basically on the record speaking for the United States, for Biden's administration, denying that the United States government has any biological weapons of any capacity.
Well, of course they're going to deny it.
At all.
Just like every country denies it.
At all. And that we don't manufacture them, and that we're like compliant with international I know.
Well, of course.
that this base exists. And if you look it up, they have a Facebook page.
Yeah.
They have a Twitter page. If you Google it, like it's,
Yeah, of course.
it's right there, you know?
Of
It's
course.
a biological weapons facility that's been open since like the fucking like early 1900s.
This is like right out of the US's playbook. They like say they're not doing things, say they're not doing things, say other countries are doing a really bad job because they're doing those things. The whole time they're doing the same exact thing. Like the US is no better than any other country. They'll be like, oh, we're taking this moral high ground, but they do the exact same shit. But they're rich, they have more money, so they do it
The other
worse.
day, so Jen Psaki, in one of her tweets that she tweeted out, she in one of them where she's like blatantly denying that the United States government has biological weapons. I shared it, responded to it on Twitter, and I tagged her, and then I tagged Dugway Proving Grounds Twitter account, and I said, I know I can verify this is verifiably false. Like I know firsthand,
Yeah,
that there are this
damn.
is not true, that we obviously are manufacture them at the very least, and Dugway Proving Grounds official Twitter account responded to me and like tried to fucking refute what I was saying.
We failed.
And I took screenshots of everything.
What'd they say?
Here, I'll pull it up.
Okay, while you pull it up, really
Trying to
quick,
deny what I was
I
saying.
want to ask a question.
With news articles, refute, like,
Yeah.
about the fact that
Wait.
Well, of course, yeah, because there's obviously going to be news
and
articles
just
that they.
stopped lying, and then they just kept. It was almost like have you ever seen Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yeah, of course. How have I
Remember that
not?
scene in Ba Sing Se with Julie, is that her name? Judy, and she says there's no war in Ba Sing Se. And you know how that's become like a viral meme? It was like that. It was like that.
Damn.
Like in a response, pretty much. It was
Damn.
it was creepy as fuck. And then I was
That's terrible.
responding to them, with news articles, telling them to stop lying. And I was taking screenshots just in case. They ended up blocking me. So then all of it was gone. So I'm glad I took screenshots of all of it. But then I posted about it with the screenshots on my Facebook account. And then they responded to me on my Facebook post.
Damn.
And then I responded back to them, and then they blocked me on Facebook too.
Oh, well,
So guys,
of course they
we're
do.
here with a local fucking celebrity.
A local celebrity. Good friend of the pod.
I have screenshots of all of it. But
Yo,
yeah.
if you get
Also, good friend of the pod, the U.S. government. Shout out U.S. government. Thank you.
No. Well, yeah. President.
I'm a fucking patriot, bro. USA #1.
Yeah,
We
I
kill
have-
the most sheep.
I have a citizen.
We kill the most sheep. We kill the most sheep. We have the most murders by guns. That's a pretty good one. That's a really good one,
Hey, #1.
#1, baby. Let's get it. We kill a lot of people abroad too. #1, baby. Let's go.
Hey, #1. Raise up.
We are recently took #1 in obesity. That's another good one. Let's go, baby.
Oh man.
Oh, we got overtaken recently by Mexico.
God fucking damn it.
Oh, for
That's why I
real?
need to build the wall.
Ay, Dios mío is how you would say.
I'm kidding. This is not why we need to build the wall. I'm
And you know
joking.
that, nigga. Come on, bruh.
But really quick, while you look up your screenshots, because I want to know what they did you already look them up? Yeah, look them up. I have a question. I have a question for everyone. So everyone knows about this invasion, right? From Russia into Ukraine. Everyone knows about it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask a 3-part question. First part. How many people have heard about the region of Artsakh?
What?
What was it?
Artsakh.
Artsakh.
Yeah.
No.
0.
0.
How many people have heard about the war of Azerbaijan and Turkey against Armenia?
Yeah, we know that one.
I did not.
So in 2020, last question would be, do you know how it was resolved? But if we aren't aware of what Artsakh is, the last question doesn't work.
Oh,
but-
no, you mean Azov.
No, Artsakh.
Okay.
Artsakh. It's in Armenia, and it's this region that was formerly in Armenia that Turkey and Azerbaijan joined together to annex basically. And it was in 2020 that they did it because it was in the middle of the pandemic, right?
Azerbaijan, the fucked up part about that is like Azerbaijan is one of the countries where most of those people have Armenian, like, you know.
Well, that's what they were saying, that it was their land, just like Russia.
Yeah.
Just like Russia.
Yeah, exactly.
But what's unique here is, that they weren't white. So
you didn't get any press coverage of it.
Zero press coverage.
Yeah.
Zero press coverage.
I would say.
Look it up. Look up what happened in Artsakh, because I didn't know about it until very recently. And it's devastating what they did to that region. They stole it.
I would say all of us, but more so like okay, no, not even. Most of the people from our area of the Bay Area are very in tune to like world politics, simply because of the fact that most of the kids we grew up with are not one race, or if they are one race, they're immigrants. Like we grew up with, I would say, our schools were what, like 60% white, 70% white. It didn't. I would say 60, maybe 50. It didn't match up with the American average, right? Is everyone on their phone right now?
I'm trying to.
No.
Fuck me.
I'm looking up
the
the
voices don't
thing.
matter. My life don't matter then, nigga. I'm just wearing funny sweaters and trying to start a podcast. But niggas can't start businesses in 2022. Whites only.
It's just crazy. I mean, looking at the numbers of Armenians that were displaced, 100,000 Armenians were displaced during the war.
Yeah, but I mean, like 1 million got killed during the genocide.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah. No,
God damn.
Is this what progress looks like, Zach?
10% kill. What's your KD ratio? Oh, fuck.
No, but really the only point I was trying to make by bringing that up is that, like, it's just very clear how the media favors certain countries, and they always tend to be European.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. See out here.
Absolutely, man. And it's not even like they're trying to hide it.
Yeah.
Well, why would they? They're
Yeah.
European.
USA number one.
Yeah.
Number one.
Mhm.
Yeah, school shootings.
Hey, number one, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
School? You mean the
Hey,
shooting range?
this is what we talk about when we talk about American exceptionalism. Our KD ratio is really high.
Insane, bro. We're out there fucking catching dubs. In the worst way possible.
Well, I think I'm gonna go get another drink. So,
Yeah.
That's haram. Haram. Allah does not approve.
it's just tea, man. It's just tea, nothing but tea.
For real. Hot tea. Piping hot.
You also sent to a camp?
No, I work at a school where we get a lot of kids that come from these fucking camps, and it's stupid. And some of our therapists are like, well, they need to go. And it's like, very much no, they don't. But yeah,
Yeah.
I work at a non-public school where it's also a residential treatment center in San Diego. And yeah.
Damn. Are you out there right now?
Yeah, I'm there
In
right
San
now.
Diego? Nice.
It's a good school. The residential program is terrible,
Yeah.
but the school is good. What?
What's it called?
Not going to disclose that.
Yeah. Yeah, we on Twitch right now.
We'll do it.
They
we'll
can
do it
find
on
me.
cameras. We'll do it on cameras. I saw you were drinking alcohol.
But yeah, I'm aware of all of these things because like we have kids that come from Aurora and Provo and what's the other one that's in the fucking Aspen. And you know what's the most fucked up that I just still don't know how this is legal is like the reason kids get sent to Utah, and I don't know if you knew this, Zach, but like they get sent to Utah because in California it's illegal to do what they do in Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all
Yeah.
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 We all know. In fact, we have someone who went through that system. We all know someone who went through that system.
There's like an entire organization and movement trying to expose it, and there's a bill that's been introduced to Congress that would impose federal regulations on the entire congregate care industry. It's called
They
the
should.
Congregate Care Act, and it's sponsored
Because like
it was written by Rokana and it's backed by Adam Schiff and
good. Rokana's great. I really like Rokana.
Laura and a bunch of other members of Congress. And then also
Nice.
Joe Biden actually opened like on the Beau Biden Foundation, his son's foundation. It's like a charitable foundation that was founded in his name postmortem. They have a page advocating for the Accountability for Congregate Care Act.
Yeah, I mean because like
strong support for it.
So you went to a residential afterwards, yeah?
So I
or did you just go home?
But my dad didn't want to pay, so then
Oh.
that's why I moved to Walnut Creek,
Oh.
out of Berkeley. I grew up in Berkeley, and then I was sent to a boot camp in Utah in the winter, and then I got out, and instead of going to a boarding school in Arizona, I was moved to a new town, to a new school.
I wonder what boarding school you're gonna go to. Do you know the name?
No, I don't.
Okay. I'm familiar with a few out there. Arizona's not as bad as Utah. Utah's like the worst of the worst. Utah, they still are allowed to use like physical restraints. They're still allowed to inject kids with whatever they want. Like,
yo, what the fuck?
Yeah. They're allowed to tie kids down, 4-point them in Utah. They're allowed to tie them onto a table like that.
Inject children?
Yep, they call it booty juice. That's what the kids call it who have come to our program from there.
That's abuse at the highest fucking caliber.
And you know what's fucked up is like they come to our school and it's like a lower level of care, which is good. And our school doesn't do any of that shit, obviously. And like they've moved really a lot more towards like therapeutic approach, which is great. But if they don't do well at our school, then they go to a higher level of care. And the only higher levels of care are outside of California because they're called lockdown facilities where they're usually in Utah. To get sent to Utah, sometimes Arizona, but usually Utah. And those places can do whatever the fuck they want to those kids, basically.
Yeah.
Under a therapeutic guise.
Damn.
It's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Our school is a lot better, but still has a lot of problems. Like our residential program has a lot of problems. Our school is like pretty well run.
Yeah,
All done.
Every girl from the camp that I was in were sent to an RTC.
Sorry.
I was the only one that wasn't. And one of them witnessed a fellow camper have to have their toe medically amputated because they developed frostbite.
What?
Yo!
Damn.
Another person who was sent to a different facility, he was sent to Red Rock, and they have wilderness camps, and they also have RTCs, and they have so everything is a huge industry, and there's like each place is owned by a bigger like parent company basically, right? Outback is owned by Aspen Education Group. Aspen owns
Yeah, I'm
Aspen
familiar.
treatment centers all over the country. Red Rock is the same way, except they have the same name on all of their shit. And so, so basically, I know someone who was sent to a Red Rock camp in Oregon on the border to California. And they were forced to hike to their water sources. We were supplied water. So their experience was even more extreme than mine.
So theirs was like they were backpacking, except not for fun.
And he was there in the summer. And so during a hike, one of the people in his camp passed out from dehydration and hit their head on a rock. They ended up dying.
Fuck. Damn.
Dying?
He covered it up.
Holy shit.
It was deemed accidental.
What the fuck?
But I mean, they're technically it is.
an accident.
Yeah.
They're putting children, they're putting minors in situations that precipitate elemental exposure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is,
It all could have been prevented.
But that's also an issue. That's also an issue with what the coroner's report is. The coroner has to report your cause of death, and then that will fuck over almost any case, civil or otherwise, of how they can torture you for months on end, as long as it doesn't show, right? They can get away with it. And that's how they've been getting away with it. They just don't give you water.
But also, a lot of their water sources were troughs, and sometimes there would be cow feces in it, and so they had to
nice.
their water with iodine before drinking.
That's not how
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, technically it's fine to drink with iodine, but it's just not going to be good.
Yeah.
Technically it's fine to drink though.
Yeah.
And so
You
a lot
just
of the
get more
kids got
fiber.
sick as well. And so the kid that passed out, he was sick before he passed out.
Yeah.
Oh, of course,
Damn.
not surprised.
So it's deemed accidental because the fucking coroner does the autopsy because his family asked, like, yo, we sent this kid to go get fucking healed, and now he's dead. His fucking dome is split on a rock because they had him hike to fucking however many miles in the desert, right? And what they usually do is they don't give you no tent. They don't give you no type of.
They gave me
nothing.
a tarp and rope.
They give you
Damn.
not even a knife to go cut yourself down a bush that is not even in the goddamn Utah. Fucking like, bro, they fuck you in the ass. And it's cold in Utah. People don't know how cold it gets in Utah. Utah's cold, motherfucker. You die in the fucking Utah.
Yeah.
Bro. You die in the heat and then you die in the cold. It's like the desert, but you're in the mountains
No,
also.
it is we were in the desert.
Yeah, but there's also those
uninhabitable region.
Those views make
Damn.
you think, because every Western film you've ever seen is filmed in Utah. You see those views and like, oh, very nice, very beautiful. Now these guys are on their little horse riding through the goddamn countryside. It's like, yeah, where's the next well, dude? Like, this is where you find dinosaur bones. BYU is known for its archaeology program because there's a lot of like dinosaur bones over there.
Yeah.
Ain't no fucking water, nigga. The water dried up.
What do you think that fucking dinosaurs died there?
Dinosaur dried bone. We talk about Flintstone rib remains. That's what we talking about. No, nigga. And then they're like, let me send my kid at the age of 50.
That's what's crazy, dude.
And he's still dehydrated from all them drugs he did. No water necessary. Oh, he fell on a rock. That's all there is out there. Rocks. Anyway, let's move on. Let's talk about crack cocaine and opium now. So
Okay.
let's move on to a lighter subject. Look.
Oh.
Look.
I got cut off by a cop in Oakland the other day.
No.
Hey.
You got what?
And he was heading to go commit a rape, not solve one.
Oh,
Yeah, that was good. Okay. Maybe
So, in honor of St. Patrick's Day,
we have a leprechaun.
hey, hey.
everyone should pay more attention to the leftist cause that's going on in Ireland right now for Irish unity,
Shameless plug.
because
Okay.
it's fucking awesome and it's really underreported on and underappreciated. But in May, Northern Ireland is going to vote for an end to partition. And then later on in the year, the Republic of Ireland is going to vote on it. And the thank you, Sinn Féin, which is the current majority party in both North and South in Ireland, they're the sorry, I'm really bad with wording things sometimes, or verbalizing things sometimes. They're the basically modern day version of the IRA, except not a terrorist organization anymore, right? That's what they were labeled as. I don't view them as a terrorist organization, but that's what they were labeled as, right? I view the whole IRA struggle as,
Freedom
something.
fighters, man.
Yeah, like I'm not an advocate for violence, but I think that it was,
At some
the
point you
reporting
have to
on
be.
it
At some
of the
point you
time
have
was
to be.
obviously very biased and like very pro UK, very pro British,
Think about people in the fall.
but like historically Ireland is a colonized land that's been under British occupation for like 800 years, and there's been a partition in Ireland for 100 years now, and coming up in May, basically, really historical, basically gonna be a vote to end the partition and to unify Ireland into one country, into one unified republic, and that precipitates the referendum for leaving the United Kingdom. Because Northern Ireland is part of the United Kingdom, and the Republic of Ireland is part of the EU. Post Brexit, that's how it is, which is really galvanized this entire issue pretty much into, back into the mainstream. It's woken a lot of people up in Ireland, basically. Things have been very, calm for the last few decades there, ever since the Good Friday Agreement in the 90s. And so during that same time period, Sinn Féin has really, transitioned their entire model to one that's more about diplomacy, not about violence. And so they've been able to like build allies and allyships through that, friendships internationally. And so it's really helped their whole cause. And so now, on top of that, when Ireland was originally partitioned, there was a large unionist majority in the north. Unionists are people that are pro-British and want to remain in a union with England.
Okay.
And they're loyalists to the crown. So those two terms are synonymous, right? And so they also, unfortunately, there's a lot of identity politics that ties into Irish politics historically, unfortunately, because Catholics and Protestants are, make up these two factions like through time, right? But present day, the tides have changed, right? So the Protestants used to be, the English, ruling class, and they were subjugating, like the Catholic Irish population in Ireland, right? Ireland is a majority Catholic country in the Republic, but then in the north, it used to be a majority Protestant and majority pro-unionist area, right? But then now, present day, the tides have changed, things have changed, and people are a lot more secular in their politics. They don't really incorporate religion into their viewpoint as much as people used to do. And so now there's like this whole young generation of voters that are voting much more on principle and not on religious terminology,
Right.
allyships and things. And so that's really helped too, you know, just like with modernization and everything. You know, it's definitely impacted Irish politics. But anyway, with that said, yeah, it's an awesome thing that's happening.
So what's it called? Like a simple thing I could search?
Hold on. Well, yeah, no. Tell them if you can search it.
Yeah, actually, so I was watching this on my way
No,
over.
send them the link. Fuck that. I want to touch on modernization because I would say we all have a background, and most of us multiple. You're mostly Irish, right?
Yeah, I'm mostly Irish.
So, and I'm partially Irish, and Collin, you know, Scottish.
Yeah.
We're Scots, right? Armand, you have a pretty like what I would say very unique view to America. I mean, you were born in San Jose, right?
Mhm.
You're a California boy through and through. You live in San Diego currently. You couldn't be more Mexican.
Yeah, I'm a San
Yeah, since you don't have this. Oh, yeah, I'll send it. But so let's say growing up, since we all, you know, Berkeley is not far from Moraga. It's not technically far from Moraga. We all kind of, we all knew the same people. We all grew up in a similar area. However, I would say that our outlook, since we're all here right now, like birds of a feather, there's a lot of motherfuckers that we grew up with that had a mixed background that weren't in tune to world politics. And I don't want to be that guy, but it kind of seems like if one of you, you know, if you come from a certain type of money, certain class of money, like you don't really have to deal with world politics. You don't have to
You don't really care about it. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And no matter how much money any of us makes from here on out, we were raised in a world where we had to care about it, right? Like we could all become rich tomorrow, and I think we would still be in tune. We'd still celebrate holidays. We'd still be doing the shit we're doing, mostly because you can modernize a generation to a point, is what I'm trying to get at. It's like you can change, you can try to like bestow all these what I would personally call moral principles upon a person, but like tradition leaks in. Tradition does leak in. Like for me personally, I feel a compulsion to have children, which, let's all be honest, at this point in time, for our generation, that's one of the dumbest fucking things you can think of.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Still also have that.
Any of us thinking of having kids? We're trying to expose someone to the worst inflation.
Yeah.
Like, remember 20 years ago? That shit wasn't that cool. And people are reminiscing and nostalgic about Shrek when that came out, bro. That was the same year as 9/11, dude. That was
Damn.
Come on, nigga. Like we literally have nothing to look forward to.
Yeah.
But yet tradition leaks in because of how we were raised. And I would say a lot of other people want to pretend like, I don't have to pay attention to the world. I don't have to pay attention to tradition and how I'm compelled to do the things I want to do. Which, you know, is not necessarily healthy. We all feel longings for things that we know aren't healthy for us. Like, what is addiction? Why do we all have a red flag relationship we can remember, you know? But like, what have they given us? You know, what do we have to look forward to, but to try to emulate what we were given beforehand by our parents.
Yeah.
Our modernization is, here's the internet. Fuck around.
Very true.
Man.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Distract yourself
you
with
better
this.
make as much money as your parents so you can like
Yeah.
pay for 17 different streaming services instead of cable.
Which ended up being more expensive than cable.
Yeah, exactly.
God damn it, I miss cable.
Oh man.
No, dude. Remember, I would come over to our mom's house to watch DirecTV. That was
Man, we had Dish Network. Shut up. We never used to
Oh,
support DirecTV.
I like
Fuck
subbed my
DirecTV.
dad's because
Yeah, I had DirecTV. That was ass.
I could like log into it, and so
Yo,
I do that for the news.
it's getting
I go on
late,
news.
man.
No, I hope my dad doesn't watch this. In fact, guys, I think this was a solid fucking episode. I appreciate
Oh
it.
yeah. Lots of
Every
the content.
one of you
Wait,
motherfuckers.
wait.
And I'm talking about,
You tuned into Zach's half black full hour.
don't fuck it up. I mean,
I'm doing my best.
let me do it. I'm the host.
Thank you so much. We really appreciated having Zach Walker and Collin McLeod. I'm gonna say your name wrong, McLeod.
McLeod. Yeah.
Hey, I got it right. Fucking
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
We got a bunch
And
of.
Veronica.
We got McShane. We got McLeod. We got.
And hey, Veronica's actually
we got
she's a celebrity. The government's been looking for her for the past 6 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fantastic.
She's
So,
she's on some sort of list.
Thank y'all
sure.
for tuning into
Hey,
to the show.
Hey, Armand, that was almost perfect. But it was
Turn
not.
off the fucking recording, Zach.
No. Everyone, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm gonna make sure to post Collin's music in the description.
Yeah.
Armand, do you have anything you want plugged?
Well, my hand is raised. You see?
I know, because you want to leave. Do you have anything you want plugged? Stop doing the emoji. All right. All right, guys.
Don't worry, I'll lower my hand. I got it. All right.
We love you. This has been an half black full hour. We will see you once again after you take a shower. You think what you
Oh, that's
think
cute, Armand.
about what we have said. I hope you have fun before you go today.
Yeah.
Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. All
You
right,
talk too much, Zach. Good
We'll
night.
see you next time. Make sure to like, subscribe, and suck on the notification bell or whatever y'all do.
All right, later, Zach.
See you later, Armand.
Bye bye. Much love.